So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and welcome back to another video. Yes, we are back in Pennsylvania. So I totally botched the intro to this video, so I'm filming this intro like sometime after I actually filmed the video. But yeah, the first place I stopped after I got back from Maine, I went down to Lancaster County. It is pawpaw season, or it was pawpaw season about a week or so ago. So that's what this video is about, going and getting them pawpaws. I went down to the Turkey Hill Overlook Trail down along the Susquehanna River in Lancaster County, and I will catch back up with you on the trail. And if you are a regular on my channel, you know I love the pawpaws. Right here are the trees, some smaller ones. But it's the season for their fruits to ripen. These are all pawpaw trees here, but they have separate male and female trees, so not every pawpaw tree gives fruits. But yeah, this, this Turkey Hill Trail, it does take you to an overlook at the top, but I'm not interested in that. We're going to keep on going. And further on down, there is something called the Pawpaw Trail. And I think like 2 years ago we did that, and there were pawpaws everywhere. It was amazing. And hopefully we've come at just the right time of the year for them. Today is September 20th. Should be a good time. If you get here too early, you know, they're not falling out of the trees yet, and they're kind of still hard and green, not ripe. But if you get here too late, well, then they've all fallen out of the trees and are kind of rotting in the ground. So you gotta get to that right in between time. But out there is the Susquehanna River. You can kind of see it through the trees. Yeah, there's a lot of noise down there. It's a Saturday morning. Down there's the Enola low-grade trail. Runs along here, so it's a popular place to come biking. We might come walking back along that trail. We'll see what we do. Yeah, but a week ago from today, we were up in Maine. I don't think I was quite at Acadia National Park this time yet, but we were almost there. That was just an amazing trip. Like I said, I'm still got that on my mind. Acadia National Park, climbing Mount Katahdin. Absolutely amazing. We're kind of climbing a mountain today, but nothing like Katahdin. I almost walked past it, but we have our first pawpaw down here. This one's been on the ground for a while. It's pretty mushy. It's got sticks sticking out of it and everything. I'm gonna leave this one here. That's a decent sized one, but we'll just leave that one here. The problem is when they fall, they do bruise quickly because they're kind of soft, but we'll leave that one there. He's a bit old. That was my concern. Are we gonna be able to did I get out here a little bit too late, you know? But we'll see. There are no lack of acorns on this trail either, and these are big ones. Yeah, last fall we made that acorn flour. Went through that whole process, but the acorns I used weren't quite this big. Those are some nice ones. Alright, trying to look. This might be red oak. I think that's that tree right there's a red oak. Yeah, I think they're from the red oak. There's one right there too. Nice size acorns though. More pawpaw trees. Yeah, then just like that I am seeing some more pawpaws. There's an old one right there. I guess on their older one of the trail, but there might be one. I'll let that fella back in there. Let's grab this, if I can grab him. Get on my knees here. My knees are still in pain from climbing Mount Katahdin. Oh, that one might be a good one. Yeah, if you watched that Katahdin video or the aftermath of it, I was destroyed, man. Some places you're just literally climbing on your hands and knees to get to the top. So they're still a little sore, but this one's nice and soft. Look, maybe a few bugs might have gone at it. Oh. beautiful. Amazing. They do get bigger than this, but it's like a once a year thing for me, these pawpaws. Remember the ones on that pawpaw trail were amazing though. There are like huge seeds in there, you don't want to eat those. I'll talk about the skin later. There's some debate about the skin, whether you should eat it or not, but as you can see, I think you can see where I am on that side of the debate. But I have memories of that pawpaw trail. Like, we're still in the Turkey Hill Trail. That pawpaw trail just had, there was like piles of pawpaws. So we found the one good one to eat, so that gives us hope. Well, the trail gets a little steeper here, but nothing compared to what I did last weekend. All right, getting closer to the top. There was a handwritten sign at the beginning of the trail about an angry bee's nest up here. And I just heard a bunch of like children like screaming up here, so I don't know if that's, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if the two are related or not, but we'll keep our eyes open. The sign was dated the 14th, like today's the 20th, so maybe, we'll see. Alright, so I think the top is right up here, so I'm just taking it slow. Looking for that bee's nest if it's still around. It's probably like a yellow jacket nest, a ground bee nest. Also, right up here, is this the top right here? Yeah, right up in here I found the biggest pawpaw of my life, I think. Right up in here somewhere, or at least one of the biggest ones. No bees. All right. All right, so the trail keeps going that way. That takes you to the overlook, which I am not interested in today. It's not, as far as the overlooks go, it's not the best. There's a sign up there for overlook, but we're gonna go that way, towards the Pawpaw Trail. Yes, once again, the overlook trail is that way. That's where we popped out of the woods. The main trail does go that way, but there is a trail off this way. You can see it, signpost for it. This will take us along this, what I believe is a landfill up here. And eventually back into the woods to the Pawpaw Trail, where hopefully there will be like millions and millions of pawpaws that we can devour and and not get sick on. All right. Yeah, and here our trail goes back into the woods. After a bit of walking along the fence there. And there'll be another trail split down the way. I forget what this trail right here is called. I think it has a name, but like I said, there's a actual pawpaw trail that splits off of here. I can see the pawpaw trees already. I just remember there being tons of them down here, right here. These are all pawpaws right here. I just remember it being like pawpaw heaven. Oh, I can smell them. Yeah, all right. Up there, yeah, there's that black one right there. That's a old rotten one. So we are kind of on the tail end here. But we did find that one good one yet, so there's hope. I should have been here last weekend, but I was up in Maine. So I'm starting to get a bit more concerned. There's another dead black one, mostly dried up. I've seen a black one, several black ones in there. So, man, we might be just a little bit too late for the main. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some more. I see a lot of, you probably can't see them on camera, I see a number of black ones. Oh man. We shall see. Plenty of acorns once again. Because yeah, these are all pawpaw trees here. I'm not down at the pawpaw trail itself yet. Okay, there is hope. I think I see one right here. Oh, that's a nice one. That one's still actually kind of hard yet. Maybe not fully edible. There's one that's pretty far gone. I saw a big one back there. Oh, there's a big one right down there, but he's not in good shape. There's one. Oh, check out this one right here. Oh, there's some thorns. Oh, he's a nice one. He's still kind of hard. So, okay. So some are still unripe yet. That's a nice one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna place those there. Here's one. Oh, a little bit black, but there might be some good. That looks good right there. So we just don't eat the black parts though, too. Okay, that one's really sweet because it's on the verge of completely going. That's about much of that one as I'll eat. Ooh, that's sweet. Maybe just a little bit more. It does get kind of black where it's got bruised from the fall. But I think I'll let that one go then. Yeah. Got 2 good bites out of that one. Alright, there's hope. Let's find some more. Yeah, definitely seen more and more of them. There's a bunch right down there. Those are far gone. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more down. So those are all gone already. That's interesting. We found some that weren't even fully ripe yet. So I think the trail takes us back to the top again, and then we'll hook up with the actual pawpaw trail. Where, as I remember correctly, there was millions of pawpaws. Or slight exaggeration, but it's been 2 years since I've been up here, though. Just trying to remember how the trail went. Yeah, here's some more. There's one. There's 2, but they're gone as far as edibility goes. Yeah, so we're a little bit late for the Maine feast. Like I said, we probably should have been here last weekend, but last weekend I was in Maine. I wouldn't trade that for anything. And you can go up to Maine anytime, I guess, but it's a little bit farther away. These pawpaws on the pawpaw trail are a lot closer to home, so I can hit this trail up every year if I want to. Going to Maine, climbing Mount Katahdin, I can do that every year, so it's a fair exchange. But like I said, let's see what else we can find. Found some that were good. Yeah, a whole bunch here that are not. But some that were not ripe yet, so yeah, a lot of them. Most of them are black. I'm done with. Maybe I should be over on the Mason-Dixon Trail, which is just across the river. If you follow me on that series, we found a lot of pawpaw trees over there. I think I named the Pawpaw is the official trail of the Mason-Dixon, the official tree of the Mason-Dixon Trail. There we go. But yeah, that would be over there. Right down here's the river. Over there's York County and the Mason-Dixon Trail along there. Some beautiful sections over there. Yeah, so this trail did take us back to the top again. Here's that fence. Whoops, as I trip over. What did I trip over? Just a chunk of root. Yeah, once again, down there's a Susquehanna NOLA low-grade trail. Back at the top. Still not on the Pawpaw trail itself yet. That should be just up here. So they still refer to this as the Turkey Hill Trail. I thought the Turkey Hill Trail just went up to the overlook, but I guess so. All right, so technically, coming this way, it still is the Turkey Hill Trail. That answers that question. But here it is, finally. So the main trail heads down that way towards a place called Man's Run Waterfall, and then down to the NOLA low grade. But there's a little overgrown side trail here, the Pawpaw Loop Trail, only about half a mile. But yeah, let's go see what we can find. A New Hope. We'll name it after Star Wars. A New Hope. May the Pawpaw be with you. We'll see. I guess seems I'm a little bit late, but it doesn't look like anyone's been on this trail for a while. And it is indeed the Pawpaw Trail. Pretty much almost every tree here you see here is a pawpaw, except for like that one right there isn't. But a lot of these smoother bark trees, these are all pawpaws. Oh, there's an old one right there. Not a good sign. Yeah. There's another black one right there. Another black one, or a overripe one. Oh well, let's see here. Oh yeah, here's tons of them. There's two right there. That one might be edible. Look at all of them. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's two right there. There's one right there that's still green. See, as I told you, they're just everywhere. Oh, there's another one up there that's still green. See, they're just everywhere. Oh, there's people up there. I'm talking to myself. Okay. All right, we've got a pretty good pile right there. We'll test some of those out. All right, well, kind of an awkward spot to sit, but let's try some of these. I think some of these will do. Yeah, I was getting all excited about pawpaws. I didn't realize there's several people just up the trail. They're probably thinking that guy's crazy. Yeah, the angle's a little off here, but oh, absolutely amazing. People always wonder what they taste like. It's like a custardy, oh look at that, custardy, pineapple-y, mango-y mixture of things. Keep sliding down this log. Pretty, like I said, kind of awkward place. Maybe some banana tones in there too. Trying to pick out which one I want to eat. Yeah, so there is talk about the skin. The skin does contain a mild neurotoxin, but you'd have to eat like a ton of these. And the skin can have a bitter taste. That's another reason why some people don't eat the skin. But I don't really have a problem with it. You would have to actually eat a ton of these in order to experience any like real side effects from that. I've only read of one account where someone said his mouth turned numb from eating a bunch of pawpaws. That wasn't really a documented case, but something to keep in mind. Some people might be more susceptible to that than others. I've never had an issue though. But more and more I see videos popping up where people are like, oh, don't eat pawpaws or whatever. No, they're fine. All right. Absolutely amazing. Once again, they're just everywhere. That's where I was sitting. You pull this branch aside, there they are. Look at all of them. There's everywhere down there. You can see them. There's 2 right there. They're just everywhere. They kind of blend in a little bit, but it's full of pawpaws everywhere. All right. That's just the beginning. Yeah, those people were right up here. Oh, look at these beautiful ones. Whoa. I get excited about them. These look amazing. There's some older ones too, but these, oh, this one here looks amazing. He's getting eaten. Look at that golden, almost a perfect color to it. A bit dirty, but yeah, this one looks amazingly delicious. Give it just a little bit of a rub. Some of that dirt off. Ooh, man, look at that one. This one's gonna be amazing. Oh my god. After a while, just by looking at them on the ground, you can tell which ones are going to be the tastiest. That might be the tastiest pawpaw I've ever eaten. Oh my goodness. Am I exaggerating? Maybe just slightly. Wow. So glad I decided to come here today. I was debating on when there's more people coming. Alright. Yeah, this trail's getting busier, but man. Alright. There are a lot of seeds in there too, though. And I'm making a mess. There are different ways to eat these. I've seen people just like to squeeze the hole inside their mouth and like spit all the seeds out, but whatever. Alright. Was that the best pawpaw I ever ate? Maybe. Alright, let's get going. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that big guy. It's just a, holy smokes, that's a big boy. Oh my goodness. That's a big boy right there. I feel like he could be a little bit more riper, but and we should try this guy. Look at that fella. There's more people coming too, invading my pawpaw trail. Yeah, so check out the size of this dude. Oh, that is a big pawpaw. Wow. Not sure if it's the biggest one I've ever found, but that is up there. Wow, like here's one. A lot of them are kind of more like this size. That one's a little old. That guy, this guy's huge. Can you get sick from eating too many pawpaws? I haven't eaten as many as I did the last time I was here, but amazing. Utterly amazing. Look at that. The golden, beautiful golden texture. And if you're not out here eating these, you don't know what you're missing. You can take bigger bites from the outside, but like the core is mainly where those seeds are. Oh man. Alright. You're probably tired of watching me slobber all over a pawpaw. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, but they continue to just be everywhere along the trail here. Literally hundreds, if not thousands of them. Oh, look at all of them. There's more green ones there. Whew. So we have not come here in vain. Like I said, I was a little worried when I started seeing all the black overripe ones, which is what the majority of them are, but they always found some really good ones. Yeah, when they're at that point where they're just almost getting overripe, they are super sweet. You get them when they're too early, they can be not as sweet, more bitter. So I think it worked out. Oh, here's another giant one. Holy smokes! Look at that thing. That's bigger than the last one we had. Look at that. That was a little bruised, but oh my goodness. Massive. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Maybe I just, I can't even talk. Maybe I should stop eating them. Wow. So good. Alright. Parts of that one are not edible, but we'll leave the rest for the animals to eat. Yeah, but those just might have been the biggest pawpaws I've ever seen. I feel like I see the biggest one every year, but those were massive. And delicious. Alright, making our way back down towards the creek. I think that's it for most of the pawpaws. Just up that way. There's a few. There's a wonky looking one there, but yeah, this will take us. This will hook us back up with the Turkey Hill Trail and eventually a waterfall. Well, there are a few more pawpaws here. Some smaller ones. Looks like we have to cross this up to there. So no exaggeration, those may have been some of the tastiest pawpaws I've ever eaten too. I think maybe just because we were here a little bit later. Yeah, like I was debating whether or not to come here today. I was thinking maybe I'll come out here Monday. I'm glad I did today. Whew. All right, ate quite a bit there. They're tasty. All right, so we'll make our way down to that waterfall, the Man's Run waterfall, and then I think we'll walk back along the Enola low-grade trail. And we're back on the Turkey Hill Trail. That pawpaw trail loops back to it. Right down here is the stream, and just up here is the waterfall. Oh, there's some more pawpaws. Someone stepped on that one. Yeah, right down there at B. There's our trail. Starting to feel like we get some Mount Katahdin vibes here again. Alright. And then the low-grade trail is right there. Yes, that's the way we came. And right down there are the falls. But I'm going to take a little break right here before getting on the trail down there and heading back. Alright, farewell to the waterfall, my break spot, and to the pawpaws. Right down here is the rail trail, Enola low-grade trail. Pretty busy today. Right out there's the river, over there's York County, the Mason-Dixon Trail. Busy day on the trail. It's a beautiful Saturday, so it's to be expected. Here comes the train. Hear it? There it is. right, well, we made it back to the Jeep. I got a belly full of Pawpaws, but I'm not completely full yet, so we're gonna stop at Chick-fil-A on the way home. I think we're gonna stop. There's a new one in Lebanon, I think I'm gonna stop at, see what that one's like. So as always, folks, thanks for coming along. I had a great time out today back here in Pennsylvania and eating Pawpaws. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.